Hi folks, welcome to King's Lab. I want to show you the place as it is and start with a panoramic view, kind of 360 degrees. The lab is my personal man cave, and I love to be here and do whatever I like. So the place is much more than just retro computing and retro gaming. It's really like a second living room for me, plus my office. So let's start. Here's my workbench and my desk, and behind are the shelves with a lot of knowledge, a lot of things which I have passion for or where I have really experience on, and yeah, that's a lot of stuff on those shelves and also many documents. So let's start briefly. So first shelf is a bit about air, space and gaming, and yeah, there's a Concorde model, or there is about Apollo 11, or about Starship Enterprise, Star Wars, ATARI video games like Defender, and more ATARI video games like Tempest, and even more video games like Doom, Wolfenstein, Missile Command, Pac-Man, you name it. Then the Fame Alien vs Predator games, my Nintendo 64 and my Nintendo GameCube. So the main topic of my YouTube channel is QLvsJAGUAR. So here are retail boxes and a little bit of air and space with a starship built with Lego bricks, QL books, QL manuals, more computer documents, more Sinclair documents here, then videotapes and DVDs about science fiction, about Alien, about Predator and other movies. Then a bit of another world here. Then here is the Matrix and Sinclair books, cameras and tools, more documents Sinclair related, also CST4 related, more videotapes about motorcycles and family. ATARI JAGUAR is here, and some PC programming books like C or Visual Basic, ATARI JAGUAR documents, PC documents. Yeah, quite a lot. Then here we have like space shuttle, then books about computing and people, then Sinclair based innovations, more Sinclair innovations, bit of Apple, iPhone, iPad universe, some drones or radio, some books, sideboard, and yeah, here we have a Sinclair QL running the Q-top animator, and one of my workhorse notebook PCs running QLE, and in QLE it runs the real matrix. Then here's an ATARI ST running SMSQE, and the workbench is just doing some light today. No real work, no fancy stuff. Okay, so I continue with this small path here. I hope I can handle it. Go to the other side. Here we have the Sinclair ZX81 as a kit or as a build unit, and here the North American version called Timex Sinclair 1000 and the related printers. Then here's a Sinclair ZX Spectrum, the original rubber specky, and then all the Sinclair peripherals and the upgraded machine ZX Spectrum Plus, and here the ZX Spectrum 128. Then it continues with the Sinclair QL with peripherals, here the real machine, and other products by Sinclair like the flat screen TV or the Z88 portable PC. Yeah, then let's move on. Gaming is a topic. Here we have the ATARI video computer system, and yeah, my first Sinclair computer was the ZX81, here in a vastly expanded machine with all the Memotech memo packs still running. Then the QL, that was really the computer I built my career on, here with original QLvision monitor, Sinclair branded, made by Texan, and with the Sinclair demo software. Then here Sinclair Spectrum computers like the Spectrum Plus 2 or T-Spectrum, which is really a modern machine which you can still buy. Yeah, the AMIGA was of some interest. I never was really into the Commodore 64, but my friends in school had one and we played games. Yeah, the QL story continued with the CST4 machines. Here we have the CST Thor 16 on top and the CST Thor 21 on bottom. Computer of my dream was the next station. Here we have it running Next Step. I need a second monitor, a VGA monitor, because the original monitor has no picture. The next story ended up in the modern Macs. Here we have a iMac G5, and on the back some ATARI video games like the original 2600 compact or a flashback edition. Yeah, that's about this side of the lab, and in the center we have the Sinclair C5, the electric vehicle which Sir Clive invented and launched in January 1985. Here is a brand new unit which was never driven on the road. I like the industrial design very much, and I also like the overall concept So if the machine would have been launched in spring or summer, and maybe with some other small changes in the launch process, this could have worked. But maybe the UK was not the right country at those days. Yeah, more computers. Here we have an Apple Macintosh stack, and here we have the workstation stack with a digital alpha and some Suns workstations. Yeah, let's continue on the other side. There is this shelf with non-Sinclair branded computers like the Macintosh from Apple or the Timex Sinclair 2068, the ICL 1 per desk, the Cambridge Computer Z88, the ATARI 520 ST, the Commodore AMIGA 1000, the Next Station, and here the Web TV produced and marketed by Sony, iMac G3, iMac G4 made by Apple. And now on this side we have the multimedia, audio, video and gaming tower, where the ATARI JAGUAR currently runs the Tempest 2000 game cartridge in demo mode. Yeah, on the back there are some posters, and there is also a big screen which is now folded on the ceiling, and on this table I can do like photo and video shots of equipment. Then here in the back is a shelf with some PCBs and PCBAs, Sinclair related, like Sinclair QL, ZX Spectrum, ZX81, wafer scale integration, ICL 1 per desk, and Apple and Next related with like a Macintosh mainboard or a Next Station mainboard, and also a ZX Spectrum Next PCBA. Then here in the back is mainly storage of CRTs and electronic equipment, like my master control unit from the mid 1980s when I was running a discotheque. Here is one of the lights I used back in those days. Good. Coming almost to the end of the video. There's more things to be shown, like the picture wall, where I have photographs of people I worked with or people I really met in regards of Sinclair and Atari history. And there are other topics which interest me, like one hobby is angling, and here are some of my equipments and some of the nice fishes I have catched and over the years. Here's another desk where I can scan A3 format or prepare a nice coffee for a coffee break. Here are the angling things. More fish on this table, and also the script board of this video. And here is like the music corner with a guitar and some tickets of the Lady Gaga concert in Paris, AC/DC, golden CD of a Swiss band, and yeah, the famous Kim Wilde which I had a crash on in the early 80s. So that was a tour in the King's Lab. I hope you did enjoy it, and over the coming months and years I will shoot more videos here with specific topics, and yeah, call this the start of a new age. That's it for the moment. Last you to Kim. Take care, be healthy, and have a good life. Bye.